TB, congratulations on a big win yesterday.
Appreciate you, bro.
Talk about the mindset. I heard Zach say yesterday, it's not about us playing them, it's about them playing us. Talk about how that mindset has shifted in this locker room.
Yeah, well, we all know what type caliber team that we have and how we prepare to go into games. We're always confident in each game, and it's been a lot of people just asking us how we feel about the schedule or whatnot. We got good team coming up. Well, at the end of the day, they looking at the schedule, seeing us, so they got to play us as well.
Thank you. Tyler, I'll ask this. Talk about how happy you are for T. Higgins going back home yesterday and having the type of game that he had.
Yeah, it's always love to for one of us or one of my teammates to go back and dominate in their home state, and it's always good seeing somebody take over a game and just helping us win, and T's that type of player that can go take over at any given time, because he's a guy that we believe in and trust in. He's just T. Higgs.
Thank you.
Hey, Tyler, I was wondering, the guy when after Irwin got that third down play, Charles Davis on the TV was saying that's a route that that Jamar Chase could have run, I guess, on the backside or whatever. But I think that's how you guys approached replacing Jamar, right? Was you guys anybody could kind of, not anybody, but I'm just saying somebody who knew the spots could fill it. I don't think you felt like, I think you felt like if you approached it from a team aspect, you'd be able to make up for it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the offense is going to be the offense. We're going to call up the same things if Chase was in and if he wasn't in. Just guys may be in that position. We all take our fair share of switching and moving around on the offense. But, at the end of the day, we're going to call up and dice up the same plays. Chase just on another level that when he get that ball in his hand, it's all said and done.
Wait, was that a route that Irwin? Was that a route he would have run that Trent ran?
Yeah.
Tyler, what is it about you guys in the fourth quarter and the consistency over going back to last year the consistency you guys have shown offensively to execute when the game's close?
Yeah, I think we're just a great football team, and when it comes down to the crucial moments that we know what it takes. We know what it feel like to be in critical moments. We know what it feel like to be backed up, and we prepare so well, and the coaches always put us in great positions to just excel and win the game.
Tyler, going back to Jamar a little bit, obviously he had that big game against Kansas City last year. What was that like watching that in real time for him to kind of go out and put up that kind of performance against a defense that was pretty good going into that game?
Yeah, as soon as he stepped foot on the field and he played the Vikings, I knew he was going to be a special player, and a lot of people didn't know it and didn't believe it, but I worked with him the whole summer, the whole off season, and I just seen him mature and gain his confidence back, not having that extra year because he took off, and just seeing him just sprout and grow, it's just been, for me, it's just happy, and just with the playoff run and all, I was just amazed and happy myself because, that was my first year ever being there. But for us to actually get to the promised land and us having key players on the team that help us lead there, it's nothing better. It's not a greater feeling.
Tyler, with how close the last two games have been each time you've played the Chiefs, does this game, is it a little bit more exciting? Like, how different is it when you play the Chiefs versus other opponents with just the history you guys have?
Yeah, it just go down to both the quarterbacks. I think these are the two best quarterbacks in the league, at least top 5, 3, whatever. Yeah, it's going to be a high-powered offensive game and just a game period. But I think we have the edge still. Because our defenses have always played dominant in crucial moments, and they have been playing dominant all year. With them being banged up, we still got guys that can come in and fill voids, just keep pick up where guys left off.
One of those guys is Samaje Perine. How impressed have you been with him this season, especially over the past couple of weeks?
Oh man, it's just so crazy because I like we all knew what type of player he was. You know, he really been doing it every year I playing with him. You know, he just didn't get many opportunities. You know, because we got Joe Mix. You know, Joe Mix is our guy. You know, and just having a backup guy like Samaje is a huge compliment for Mix and for the team. You know, because he can do everything. You know, whatever we ask him to do, he'll do it. And you know, that's macho. That's his thing.
Last year against Kansas City, you had a few big plays where different guys like Chase or you showed like the athleticism, the speed, the yards after catch. How important was that area of your, or how important is that area of your offense against Kansas City's defense?
It's something we emphasize every week. You know, Callie gets up there and pitch. You know, guys, it's huge. You know, just catching the ball, a simple 2-yard route or whatever 5-yard route, just yards after the catch. That's the most important thing. I think we're leading or top one of the top teams in yards after the catch. So, I mean, that's very very important because it allows Zach and those guys to dial up plays and get us in position to continue driving on the field and putting us in and allowing them to make it simple for them to just call up plays whenever we in manageable downs.
Tyler,
Hey,
rivalries
Tyler.
come in a lot of different ways. Look, they're not a divisional opponent. You don't play them every year, but you played them twice last year. You're playing them now, and it kind of sets up where it looks like you two are going to be two of the best teams in the NFL for a long time. Does this feel like the start of what's going to be a good rivalry between the Bengals and the Chiefs?
Yeah, you know, based off what I said, I think it's going back to that quarterback fight. You know, I think I kind of look back of it as like a Manning and Brady. You know, because you kind of can't stop them. You know, it's going to come down to whoever excel and take advantage of their opportunities and drives. You know, and score points. You know, these are the type of games that when we play, we got to take care of the football and don't turn it over.
Who's Manning and who's Brady?
I mean, it's Burrow and Mahomes. You know, I wouldn't compare them, but I know those are two guys that has records for the fastest two quarterbacks to reach 10,000 yards. So I mean, it's kind of hard to stop Burrow. It's kind of hard to stop Mahomes. So I mean, at the end of the day, I think Burrow won up 2-up team. So yeah, so whichever one you want to pick and whoever got the most wins, then there you go.
TB, looking at those games against Kansas City last year, what was the biggest difference in the way that maybe offensively y'all looked? You know, passed it for a ton in the first game. Second game looked a little bit differently. You know, maybe why was that the case?
I think the second game, the turnovers matter. You know, our defense was able to get turnovers in the crucial moments and give us a chance to put the ball in our hands to seal a deal. I think that was the difference. Just protecting the football. Whoever take more advantage of their opportunities on offense, generally is going to be the winner. You know, whoever turns the ball over the most usually falls behind.
Tyler, going back to Samaje and Joe Mix, why do you think this team, whether it's running backs or wide receivers, tight ends, what have you, why do you think you guys play with no ego? Why is that so important to you guys?
I think it's huge because guys, it just shows that guys care for one another. You know, when guys' egos get in the way and guys start to worry about what they could do more for the team or what they want more and things like that, then I think guys kind of look at them as being selfish. You know, guys that you feel like maybe you can't count or rely on. And I think, like you said, we got all unselfish guys on the team. You know, like myself, you know, I do a great job of just encouraging guys, you know, no matter how the game is going for me or whatnot. And we got a ton of guys on the team that's like that. That's why we're so connected.
Samaje made some big catches in the last couple of games, scored the 3 touchdowns against Pittsburgh. Trevia made a huge catch yesterday. Do you guys, the receiving corps and Coach Troy Walters, share notes with those guys or work with them at all? I know when you do drills pregame, you guys were all catching passes. How much do you work with those guys on their receiving skills?
I mean, we still kind of take every day the same. You know, we don't really kind of put any pressure on no guy to step in and make plays, you know, because they're here for a reason, you know, and when guys go down and when guys come up and it's time for them to make plays and take advantage of their opportunities, then I think that's what they have to do. You know, this is a business league, you know, and you just got to stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready.
When you
After
look,
the game, Zach Taylor spoke about how the team took the physicalness of Tennessee and preparing for that to heart. How much did the team really prepare to be extra physical in this game? And is that something you see the team trying to do more going forward?
For sure. You know, that was one of the our biggest emphasis on defense was stop the run, you know, and hit, you know, and just watching tape, you could just tell guys really not trying to come downhill and hit Henry. You know, he's a big guy, you know, a guy, he breaks tackles. So, you know, preparing for that game, you gotta kind of be prepared to be physical because they're a run team, and he's a hard-nosed running back, leading the league in yards, and for them to play well like that and hold him to 30 yards, it shows how disciplined those guys is and how well coached we are.
do you feel like over the last month the offense has really clicked and like showing its potential with the way it's performed over the last month?
Yeah, for sure. You know, even staying back to the start when we started 0-2, you know, we just had to find our rhythm. That was all. You know, just find our chemistry again. You know, it was a whole new year, and you know, it was a lot of noise and guys when people was talking. But at the end of the day, like I said last year, we got Joe Burrow. You know, he's gonna always make magic, and he's gonna always make it work. He's gonna always figure it out and get in the film room and just dial in and be the quarterback that he always been.
Tyler, people always talk about playing their best football at the most important time of the year. The next time you guys play, it'll be December. Do you think this team right now is starting to play its best football?
Absolutely. You know, because these last 2 months is the most important football. You know, even if we would be 3 wins, 4 wins, we could you could still turn that around. You know, and now we're on a streak and we're confident, and we feel like we're that caliber team that we were last year. You know, and still getting better as the weeks come on. You know, so I mean, the sky's the limit. You know, as long as we continue to just dial in and execute our battles and and make plays, then I think we'll get back on place than we left off.
How is this offense?
Oh, go ahead. Whoever was so go ahead.
How is this? Thanks, Box. How is this offense different than when you walked off the field in Kansas City the last time?
I mean, the only difference was that we were going to the Super Bowl after, you know, but no, it's not too much difference. You know, we got the same offense, just changed up a little bit on the line, same position players. I mean, like I said, it just feel like we're just picking up fresh from where we started.
Is it better?
Yeah, for sure. You know, because I feel like I said, we get better each and every year, each and every day, and each and every week. We're growing and maturing and just figuring out ways to always execute. You know, it's the same plays, but we just find we're more detailed on them, figure out more ways to defeat coverages that maybe isn't designed to beat that specific coverage or not play. You know, but we us as players, we still make it work because we know what teams is trying to do to us.
TB, when you look at the other side of the ball, you guys have a mutual admiration society. Talk about seeing DJ Reader back out in the field and how disruptive he can be.
Yeah, it's huge, very huge. You know, because he controls the whole front. You know, and at the end of the day, we got a great front at that. You know, he just makes everything like not move. So I think that's what was definitely our missing key. Not to say that we the guys wasn't playing well without him, you know, but we have great guys in the back end too, and that linebacker. So just with him coming in, it was like the missing key.
What was different about the crowd in Tennessee that people were extra fired up after the game?
What'd you say?
What was different about the crowd in Tennessee that people were extra fired up after the game? I don't know if you saw any of the viral videos.
Oh, I didn't see it actually.
Hey, TB, I know when you guys come off the field, whether you've punted or scored, in most cases you go take a seat on the bench, catch your breath, you know, collect your thoughts, whatever it may be. How often do you get up on your feet and watch an opposing offense? And is Mahomes a guy that, you'll do that for?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it'd be hard for me to just sit down, and try to lose my adrenaline, just sitting there, especially with the seats heated, I kind of drain out. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I always love to watch other teams play and see how well our defense perform instead of just watching the Jumbotron, because we're actually in real life time watching the game, So I always watch every offense anyway.
Ty, what was your reaction to fellow receiver George Pickens not being fined and him saying it was no big deal, the game was over? How did you feel about how that played out?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I ain't controlling that, and I mean, I ain't gonna cry about it. I mean, it's football, at the end of the day. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Anything else for Tyler, guys?
I'll jump in, PJ. Thank you. TB, you've said a few times in recent weeks, we've got Joe Burrow. We've got a chance. Earlier, you said that Mahomes and Joe are like Brady and Manning. How has his presence on the team, his addition to the roster, impacted how you feel about your career in year 7 and the opportunity you have now to realize your dreams and goals?
Yeah, I think it just makes our job a lot easier. I've been in the league for a while now, and played with a ton of quarterbacks, about 6 of them, and Joe's just the guy that stands out, and just he's who made me believe. I think he's the guy when he first came in that knew what it take to win, knew what it took to lead, and just seeing it and just watching him have so much poise and not get out of character. I never seen him get out of character and just being the same guy no matter how the game is going and just how competitive he is. I mean, it just loosens up a lot of stress for guys, not having to worry about going out there and putting too much on their plate, because we got a guy like him that will always deliver in crucial moments. And whenever defense they call up, he knows what they're in and he knows where the ball should go. And I mean, he's a very special player.